Welcome, Grand Rapids. I'm Pastor Leroy Tolbert, and welcome to the Ultrapreneurs. Just a show to identify some of the entrepreneurs in the city of Grand Rapids, some of our business owners. And I just want to welcome Grand Rapids, Miss Gwen Nelson. She's a prominent business owner in which she owns Mugs Embroidery. And at this time, I would like for Gwen to just let us know her location as well as her website, email, and phone number as well. Welcome, Gwen.
Thank you. My address is 740 32nd Street here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. My email is mugsembroidery etc @yahoo, and then my website is www.mugsembroidery.com.
All right, Gwen, terrific. Just a question I wanted to ask you. What prompted you to even start a business in which you started Mugs Embroidery?
I first was working in a factory, and I got injured. And when I got injured, I had to have a lawsuit against the people. And so instead of misusing the money, I invested in myself. And I started out to be a copy company. And with the copy company, people stopped asking me, do you do shirts? Do you do mugs? Do you do this? And so I added it to my services, and then I wind up becoming Mugs Embroidery.
Okay, so basically what you did, you just encamped the different areas in which others needed, as far as t-shirts and mugs and trophies and, wow, terrific. Correct. Okay, I just want to know how long you've been in business.
I've been in business since 1983. Is when I started.
Okay. Okay. Well, what type of prices do you range from, as far as your T-shirts and trophies and mugs, and do you do banners?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What some of the price ranges that you?
The price ranges on the mugs is $13.95 for an individual mug. Individual shirt can run from $15 to $25, depending on what you do. My business is custom, so by it being custom, all the prices are different. And so I just do whatever the customer want me to do.
Okay. Our number one question, I know a lot of people ask, even as well as myself, when it comes down to embroidery, how do you come out with embroidery prices? What technique?
Embroidery, what we do is it's computerized now, and what we do is we design your custom logo or your design, and what we do is called digitizing. And the digitizing is for a screen printer. It's like doing a screen. Okay. Instead of doing a screen, we edit your logo on a disc. Okay. And that allows me to put it in my machine and produce your logo or your design. Okay. And then at which time that gives me the price. Okay.
Tell me this, what is the difference between logos and design? What is
typically designs are regular customers. Logos usually are businesses.
Okay. All right. And how do you come about screen printing? What's the process of?
Screen printing is ink. And what we do with the screen printing, we take your design and we make a screen. And if you make the screen, depends on 1 color, 2 color, 3 colors. You have to purchase each screen, and each screen ranges from $15. At my place, it's $15, but other places it's $15 and up. But you pay per screen, and that helps you design your logo. Okay.
So is there a limit far as when you do screen printing, far as colors? Is it 1, 2, 3, or because you have multiple?
Screen printing, the setup is really costly. So to do one, we can do one, but it's really costly to do one as a screen print. But we offer, if you only have one shirt, we offer a transfer, or we offer you embroidery where you can do the one if it's a simple design.
Okay. So one is easier. Is it automatically a process that you can have done overnight or the next day? I know you told me you had a website set up, or is it something that you can do in a day or two? Or
transfers you can do in a day. Transfers and thermal film lettering you can do in a day. I have another design that you can do is called sublimation,
Okay.
and that's done in that can be done in a day, in 24 hours.
Okay. Now, sublimation, is that basically you could do logos, pictures, or?
Yep. Sublimation is a new process, and it's kind of like screen printing. To give you the same look as a screen print, but it's a dye, and it dyes into the fabric, and where you're not able to feel the different process, it's like it dyed into the material.
Okay, I have a question for you. Normally what I see, even being a pastor in the city, I've noticed with some of our families when they have lost a loved one or a loved one had passed on, and I've seen a lot of families wear the t-shirts. Do you do the t-shirts, and do you have a package deal that you could do for a family? Say for instance, a family perhaps may want 150 t-shirts to 100 t-shirts. Do you offer a package to that family?
We can offer a package, or we can do it individually. From my experience in the past, everybody comes mostly individual and buy them. But if they come with a package, I can give you a better deal.
Okay. So basically, is that another process that you can do as far as 24 hours, or what is the time span?
It depends on how many.
Okay.
If you do a package of 100, that would give me like a couple days to get it out, because you got to order the shirts, and then after you order the shirts, then you have to make the logo, and then after you make the logo, then you get the product out to the customer.
And I can imagine, Gwen, Grand Rapids probably asking the same question that I'm asking. What's some of the brands of t-shirts that you use? Because normally, t-shirts shrink.
Yes.
Or, I don't.
If you go to a lot of these hair shops or a lot of different other places, they have different brands of shirts that's not normally American branded, so you don't know where you get them from. But we, the screen printers and the embroiderers, we get them from one source, and we usually have Hanes, jerseys, Enza, Fruit of Loom. So we do the typical name brand that's at the store. We have those, and they're pre-shrunk, so you don't have to worry about the shrinkage. So I do have that problem, because a lot of people buy their shirts extra big, and when they get them, they say, "Oh my God, this shirt is too big."
All right.
So
basically, you have quality shirts.
Yes.
I know for myself, just using an example, not to be negative or anything, but normally I don't know, and I'm not trying to solicit or advertise, but I love tying with bleach when it comes down to cleaning t-shirts. And I've noticed that most of our t-shirts that we do have, we purchase, after a period of time, they shrink up. So do you have some type of a guarantee in your business as far as shrinkage, or?
Yes, I do. What we do is I buy shirts that's pre-shrunk. And if you have a problem with it at normal washing, then I replace the shirt or give your money back. But normally in the processes that we do, you can't use bleach, Pastor. You're going to tear the shirt up automatically. And if you tear the shirt up, we're not going to refund the shirt for bleach.
Okay. Thank you. I had another question for you. I know our listening audience is perhaps want to ask this question too as well. I know you said you offer trophies.
Yes.
For different, it could be scholarships or graduations. And I know in my church I have a yearly event where I give out trophies to the department heads that's worked all year in the church. How do you do your, far as your engraving? Is it so many words, or what process does it take to have some trophies engraved?
We do two processes. We do the engraving, and that's when it's engraved into the metal, and we charge like 50 cents a letter. We also have a new process, it's called the sublimation, as well as the shirts. And that process, I don't charge per letter. What we do is just charge you per plate and per the setup. And you can get a plate probably about $10 or $3. Depends on how many you're gonna get. We go by how many you purchase. You purchase one, might be 10 or 15. You purchase a dozen, they may be down to 3.
So basically what you're saying is you limit yourself by the limit of trophies that you purchase.
Right.
So the more you purchase, the lesser it'll be for your expense.
Right.
Okay. What have been some of your struggles as a prominent business owner, as a African American woman? Give me some of your struggles that you had.
The struggles I had is really getting started, not knowing which way I was going to go, because I started as wanted to be a copy company, and then the struggles are when people ask do I have mugs or do I have T-shirts or different other things. So finding the supplies, the finances. What I did, I went to Grow and got some information on that. For the struggles is for us financing, getting finance. You have to have excellent credit, or they put a lot of stipulation on you. They add your personal credit with your business. When with your business just starting, you shouldn't have no credit, so that shouldn't apply to that to you. So my struggles is combining the business and the personal for its finances. Once I got the resources, I contact people, got on the internet, and different people helped me. I wind up meeting a gentleman that was doing the same thing I was doing. Okay. And he gave me all the insights and everything, and then in return, I got into Montgomery Wards.
Okay.
And by me getting into Montgomery Wards, back in the day, everybody knows Montgomery Wards. During Christmas time, they had all of these different vendors there. And I got my push from there. And then I didn't know, should I go out on my own or should I stay with Montgomery Wards? And God made it happen for me to go out on my own because Montgomery Wards closed down.
All right.
So the struggles is just basically financing, finding what location you want to be in. Once you do that, your business plan, just having a direction. You have to have a passion for what you want to do. If you don't have a passion, it's not going to work. My thing for me was to buy all of my stuff and make sure I didn't owe anybody. So when the money started coming in, it comes back to me.
Okay.
So I took my money and used my own money since it was hard to get finance and bought my equipment. And I bought used equipment until I was able to buy new equipment. Different things you may need to farm stuff out. I farmed a lot of my embroidery out until I was able to purchase my own embroidery machine as a beginner. I farmed my screen printing out until I was able to get my own screen printing material. So what I did is you have to what they say, fake it till you make it, So what I did is the customer, you as a customer don't really care just long as your items are done. We take our furs to the cleaners, but the cleaners don't do it. They send it to a furrer. So only thing we want is it clean.
That's right.
So me as a person, and as you trying to start a business, you got to be focused and you got to have the compassion because it's long hours. You got to stay up late at night. You got to do your own computer work. You do your own financing. And I decided not to go partners because my friends went partners. And when you go a partner, in the middle of your growth, your partner or you decide it's not going to work. So then you got to start all over again. So it's, for me, it's best, my struggles is to do it on your own, put all the time in, and then you'll be successful. And the main thing is marketing. You can have everything in the world, but if you don't market some type of marketing, people won't know that you're there. So that's my struggles, marketing, finances as a black woman.
Another key question I want to ask you, as far as location, have you ever located yourself in the target area, as far as inner city?
No, I haven't. Well, I did. I started at home. And then I went from home to Montgomery Wards. I left Montgomery Wards. I was on 36th Street. I left 36th Street. I was on Division and 32nd, and now I'm at 32nd and Eastern on the other end of 32nd.
Okay.
So I've been around for a while.
Okay. One more now. I was thinking concerning your banners. You just stated you do banners, and normally at every church or office event we have banners, pastor's anniversary, youth day, membership appreciation day, or basically just banners, period. How do you come about pricing far as banners?
Pastor, we have different size banners, and we also have different process doing banners. We have the old school banners where you take the banner and you cut the banner and cut the thermal film letters, and then we apply it to the banner. Now we have a new process called color digital.
Okay.
And when you color the digital one, it prints just like you're doing on your inkjet printer. And it prints on the banner, and there's no field or nothing. The image is directly on the banner.
Okay.
So you can get any size. You can get a 2x2, or you can get a 2 feet by 2 feet, or you can get 8 by 10 feet. So it goes by how many feet you get it.
Okay. I'm not too astute far as banners, you know, width, and do you have a chart that you use? Is there a scale that you use far as making the banners, or could you have pictures as well as words, colors? Is it limits?
No, it's no limit to the colors, but you have to pick what process.
Okay.
Do you want the digital, or do you just want your name on the banner?
Okay.
So that's when you come. So you just kind of have to measure your area.
Okay.
If you measure your area and tell us what area, how many feet, because you don't want it to be too big or you don't want it to be too small.
Okay.
So once you measure everything, then you don't have to worry about, then we can measure the vinyl that we need to put your information on.
Okay. One more question I know Grand Rapids is wondering and asking concerning Mugs Embroidery, in which you're the owner of, which I think is splendid to see African American woman being an entrepreneur and your business being so successful. Will your company come out to another facility and measure far as banners, or coming out to just see basically what a person desire? Can they come to your office and schedule an appointment? Do you take the time to come out and help schedule a setting, or to give them somewhat of an idea what perhaps they would like? Because sometimes, being who we are as people, sometimes we know what we want, but we don't know what it takes, you know, to get that process done. So do you have someone that can somewhat give us?
Yes, we do, Pastor.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I just did an order for a lady. She purchased a banner from somewhere else, and they didn't do it the way she wanted it. She had to add. So then, in order for them to add, that she would have to buy a whole new banner.
Okay.
So what I did is I took and added letters to her banner to save her money. So we do go out and measure. We do go out and put it up and take it down for you if needed.
Okay. Another question I can imagine Grand Rapids want to ask you, from, you know, a perspective of just being a community liaison or a community leader, is there a minimum far as ordering, you know, from Mugs Embroidery? Is there a limit, you know, a limit far as ordering, far as?
No, Pastor, there's no limit on ordering. You can get one shirt or one banner or one award or one trophy. You can get one of anything, but the thing is, when you get one, it costs more versus having to do 10 or 12 or whatever.
So is there a cost far as design?
Just on the screen printing and in embroidery, there's a cost, a setup cost. When you're doing the lettering, it depends on how detailed you want it to be. So if we have to show you a proof, if you really precise on the color, well, then that's when it would go into more time, and so then we would charge you a fee on getting it the way you wanted it done.
Well, Gwen, I have to ask you because I know Grand Rapids may be asking too. Can you guarantee your work? Are you somewhat the type of person that know, as people in the community, we do have somewhat expectations and we like stuff done on time? And can you guarantee your work? Do you have recommendations that you can send to another business? Because I know different factories, they be needing pencils. Do you do pencils and ink pens? And some businesses, they like to have coasters with the names of their business. I just ran into a co-laborer, another pastor in another city, and I was sitting in his office, and it was so phenomenal to see he had towels in his office that were embroidered. And I thought that was a great idea just to see. So is that something that if they have a design or they have a need for as ink pens, pencils, and towels and different, what do you offer? What do you have in your store as far as mugs embroidery that you can offer that we haven't talked about?
Pastor, we do promotional items also. We do USB, we do armbands, we do balloons. We basically do anything, coffee mugs, we do them with the photos on them, and also we do them with your logo. So you welcome to bring it in, but when you going into that process, promotional, normally you have to buy as a minimum on some of the things if you want to get a good price. So, but we do all of anything you could think of, we do. And we do guarantee your product is fast turnaround on most items. We do fast turnaround. Everything is guaranteed. I want to make sure that you're happy before you walk out the door. So that's why we give you proofs. Make sure everything is proofed out and everything that you satisfied, your colors and everything, and then we go from there.
Okay, another key question I want to ask you, Gwen, concerning mugs embroidery, in which that I can imagine Grand Rapids that are looking in and watching this live telecast show that you and I are talking concerning your business, mugs embroidery. I wanted to ask you, far as most of our congregations, we use a lot of flyers and we have programs, and normally that's like 1,500 that we have out basically a week. If I came to you like 2 days prior to the event, can you guarantee me the literature that I need? Do your company, can I get that expand done in a couple days?
Pastor, sometime you can. It depends on the timing or whatever, but I try to fit different people needs in, and I can most of the time make it happen.
Okay. Because I know, if you know, as well as who we are as people, we never seem to get things done on time. And it's always beneficial to know that we can depend on mugs embroidery, far as flyers, banners, coffee cups, mugs, kites, whatever you need. So is there a limit to distribution or not?
It depends on what you're picking.
Okay.
It's a limit on some things. So I would have to know what you're thinking about, or because sometimes I get a lot of customer, the design and everything is in your mind, but you have to put it on paper. Okay, Gwen, while we have time, what could you give somewhat of pointers to Grand Rapids, some of our younger entrepreneurs that's on the rise? What type of pointers can you give them that they can grasp a hold to even enhance their businesses? Somewhat pointers could you give them? Education. You have to be educated on the products and the different processes you're using. And we need to come together, small businesses. We all work together. I work together with other small businesses. And if we all come together to work, if I do embroidery and you do screen printing, we can merge our stuff together. The customer, you as a customer, you just want your products. So I feel that you can call me or contact me if you need some pointers on getting started or help. But the internet is really helpful. You just got to do your research.
Okay. Gwen, in closing, could you please just state your website as well as your phone number again. Grand Rapids is listening.
My website is www.mugsembroidery.com, and my phone number is 616-246-6718.
In Grand Rapids, last words to you. I'm Pastor Leroy Tolbert from Deliverance Outreach Ministry, interviewing Grand Rapids' finest entrepreneurs. Whatever you do, don't forget, don't lose what's inside of you.